My name is Neil O'Brien. I live here in Lincoln with my wife, Valerie. We've been here for around about 20 years now. Well, I've always been a competitive cyclist, but what I began to notice was that the guys that I used to ride with and I used to be able to either keep up with easily or even beat, climbing hills or racing out for sprints, suddenly I was going the other way. I was actually the one that was being dropped, and instead of being able to easily cycle 80, 90 miles, 100 miles in a day, I was finding even 50 miles a struggle. Being a man, I never wanted to go to the doctors to find out what was wrong. I started to look at the issues like my diet, or even thinking that my age was beginning to be a factor in me. I was that confident that there would never be anything wrong with me, that the moment the words cancer and incurable come into your life, you have a change. There's no doubt about it. Chances of surviving 5 years with myeloma now, are several times higher than they were 10 years ago. So, I feel very fortunate to be at that stage, even though I'm really at the end of the journey in the sense that, as healthy as I might appear and be, and most of the time I am. I'm very conscious of the fact that, life is still precious. And I think, like most myeloma patients, it doesn't take you long to think about, your last will and testament. Something we all have to go through anyway, but I think, having myeloma sharpens your focus on it, shall we say. When I started to think about my legacy, we talked to the people at Myeloma UK who were responsible for it, and what I wanted to do really was to get the right form of words into a clause in our will that left a certain amount of money to what is actually an incredibly important thing for me, which is the continuation of the charity and doing the work that it's doing. I think without it, if you think about it all as a jigsaw that's got to come together, then yes, the research has to happen, the advocacy has to happen, and without that information reaching out to patients and making them aware of what's going on, all of the stuff they give you when you get diagnosed, all of the stuff you might need when you go onto new treatments. The info line has been almost a lifesaver sometimes. It's fantastic to be able to just ring a number any time, Monday to Friday, 9 till 5. So I just think that anybody that has that thought process that it would be something they'd like to do, I can only honestly say, do it. It makes you feel better even knowing that it's done. It may not help me tomorrow, but somebody else downstream will benefit from the work that you're doing, and hopefully, it might benefit 10 people rather than one, or 1,000 people rather than one. So, and that was my thinking of it, and that would be my recommendation. No matter how little, make that gesture, make the contribution, and we'll be all contributing to a global, if you like, community of people fighting myeloma.